There's an incident that I responded to as a very junior constable that still sticks with me to this day, and it was attending a shooting. The shooting related to an address that I was aware of in my local area. It was a house where I'd been only days before with my partner, trying to assist a woman who had dealt with over time a number of mental health issues. And I remember attending that address a few days earlier, trying to help, trying to understand. A few days later we were called to shots being fired at that house, and of course my heart sank. I got to the job with my partner and there were shots being fired from the house. Foolishly, as a young cop, I didn't even think of those sorts of issues and ran into the house. I was very, very pleased to see that the three children, albeit that they were crying and very, very upset, were sitting in the lounge room unharmed. But as I went to the bedroom to where they indicated Mum was and opened the door, and as I did, she took her own life with a firearm.
Two come to mind, and that would be one involving an 18-year-old girl and another one involving a 19-year-old girl who both tragically died. They killed themselves. And, that probably the hardest part was seeing the impact that had on their family and friends. But that sticks with me to today. Yeah.
The house is not too far from where I live these days, and whenever I pass the house, it brings on memories to me. And it's less about the physical trauma. I mean, it was an horrific scene, as you could imagine, but it's more about the continual thoughts of could I or should I have done anything better that could have prevented that from occurring on that day.
So not only have I seen other police have mental health issues throughout their career, but I also see in my work as a negotiator members of the community being impacted by their own mental health and being unwell.
I've had friends and colleagues who have taken their own lives, and it's impacted on me significantly. In fact, the suicide death of a friend and colleague who was a direct report of mine in 2014 was the main catalyst for me saying enough is enough. We need to be talking more openly about the impact of our mental health on our life choices. I'm sure we're not alone, but in the police organisation traditionally, and it's an area that we've been battling, the stigma that goes with opening up and talking about the impact of issues and trauma on our mental health has been so strong, to the point that there's been people who have avoided putting their hand up for fear that they feel they'll be thought of as weak, or that it'll impact on their job prospects and their career, or they're seen to be that they can't handle it. These are all just lies, and the more and more we can talk about that and bring that to the fore and recognise just how common these issues are, I think the better chance we've got of making a difference.
I would say you need to remember that you are not alone. You are actually loved by people. I've never been to a job where somebody has been in a mental health crisis and I haven't had to speak to a parent, a brother, a friend, a cousin, even a neighbour. Everybody is valued. There is someone who always does care for you and wants to help you. So it's recognising that you are not alone and that you seek help. And what I'd say to people who do see someone who you suspect is struggling is don't be afraid to reach out to them and check that they're okay.
You're not alone. There's a lot of people who want to help, really good people who will listen, who won't judge, and you can get through it.